Thank you, Mr. Green and the band. I would like to take a moment to introduce our valedictorian, Hannah Wagner, our salutatorian, Noah Tiernan, our class officers, Paul Baker, Alexander Keynes, Nicholas Porter, and Aaron Vieira. Welcome, class of 2024. You guys ready to do this? Yeah. All right. Before we begin, I am honored and to introduce the Veterans Color Guard representing the Huron Valley American Veteran Post 2006 of Milford. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please join me in standing for the presentation of colors. Carrying the national colors, Bob Szymanski, Sergeant, former U.S. Air Force. Carrying the State of Michigan colors, Paul Clover, Specialist 4, former U.S. Army. Carrying the U.S. Army branch of colors, Bonnie Willem, Master Sergeant, retired U.S. Army. Carrying the U.S. Marine Corps branch colors, Bill Brown, Lance Corporal, former U.S. Marine Corps. Carrying the U.S. Navy branch colors, Dave Moore, Specialist 5, former U.S. Army. Carrying the U.S. Air Force branch colors, Philip Besson, Master Sergeant, active duty, U.S. Air Force. Carrying the U.S. Space Force colors, Larry Shaver, Airman, 2nd class, former U.S. Air Force. Carrying the U.S. Coast Guard branch colors, Gerald Matella, Specialist 4, former U.S. Army Reserves. Carrying the POW colors, David Sisson, Specialist 4, former U.S. Army. And carrying the AM Vets colors, Michael Willinghams, Specialist 4, former U.S. Army. Now I would like to invite our senior class officers and academic leaders to the podium to lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. President Alexander Keynes, Vice President Paul Baker, Secretary Nicholas Porter, and Treasurer Aaron Vieira, as well as valedictorian Hannah Wagner and salutatorian Noah Tiernan.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You can be seated. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize the class of 2024 graduates who will be entering the armed forces, as well as all of those in the audience who are either currently serving in the military or veterans of military service. Please rise and be recognized. Please wait to the end for the applause, though. I would like Matthew Eblin. Matthew is going to be entering the Army. Caden Hedger, he's going to be entering the Marines. And Garrett Parker is entering the Army. As well as all of those who are in attendance tonight who are either currently in the military or a veteran, please rise. Matthew, Caden, and Garrett, a special thank you for your selfless service to our country and for protecting our freedom and values from all threats, whether domestic or abroad. May God speed you and your service. Now please rise and help me in thanking our color guard for participating in our program as they exit the stage. You may be seated. It is with great honor that I come before you this afternoon at Lakeland High School's 49th commencement ceremony to celebrate the class of 2024. This special day is a culmination of 13 years of hard work for these students. It is also a major milestone in our graduates' lives and a source of great pride for all of us in the Lakeland community. I would like to take a moment to introduce the individuals joining me today on stage. Please hold your applause until all individuals have been introduced. Please welcome the following members of the Huron Valley School Board of Education. Tom Wiseman, President. Laura Dodd, Vice President. Denise Pastana, Secretary. Lindsay Cotter, Treasurer. Jacob Dimmitt, Trustee. And Amy Grisomkowski, Trustee. Thank you guys for your support. Next, I would like to introduce the school district officials who share in our students' success and work on their behalf. Assistant Superintendent of Teaching, Learning, and Technology, John Chevernier. Chief Human Resource Officer, Jeanette Wagner. Director of Communications and Community Relations, Barb Rothler. Director of Curriculum Development, Martin Lindberg. Director of Data Analysis and Assessment, Lena Nemeth. Director of Student Services, Terry Thompson. I would also like to recognize Lakeland High School administrative team. Dr. Chris Carlson, Assistant Principal, Ms. Jillian Haney, Assistant Principal, and Mr. Todd Miller, Athletic Director. And a special mention to Detective Mike Grace, our School Resource Officer. We also invited back some very familiar faces from your graduates past. Principal of Kurtz Elementary, Steve Chiswick. Principal of Oxbow Elementary, Justine Greenleaf. Principal of Country Oaks Elementary, Gary Hamilton. Principal of Oak Valley Middle School, Sean Durso. Principal of White Lake Middle School, Michelle Chakowski. The class of 2024 was also supported by 2 special teachers who have spent countless hours of support and guidance. The senior class teacher sponsors are Ms. Colleen Durham and Ms. Nicole Grabo. I would also like to introduce our new student council advisor, one little lady who reminds me of an Energizer bunny because she never ties out, Miss Molly Ailes. Today, I would also like to recognize 2 special staff members who are retiring this year. Science teacher Lori Worthington. She has worked for Lakeland High School for 12 years. Prior to becoming a teacher, Lori worked as a civil engineer. At Lakeland, Lori helped to grow the physics and the AP physics program. More importantly, Lori inspired young women to enter the field of science through her work with women in STEM. Congratulations, Mrs. Worthington. I just have to add, your passion for science and building women leaders will be missed. In addition, English teacher Lori Lottie. She is retiring after 25 years of teaching at Lakeland. Miss Lottie models for her students the concept of being a lifelong learner. Although retiring as a teacher, Mrs. Lottie will continue servicing her community as a licensed counselor and yoga instructor, a degree she recently has obtained. Mrs. Lottie shared her passion for literature with her students, inspiring them to become readers. Although she could not be here today, we would like to give her a special congratulations. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and it does. We would like to thank our parent sponsors who volunteered their time in order to help the class of 2024. Miss Nancy Jamison, as well as Miss Lynn Noter Love. If you're in the crowd, please stand up. Your partnership with us is priceless. Finally, I would like to recognize Ms. Timmy Johnson, Building Coordinator, for organizing this event, and a special thank you to our custodial staff, led by Scott Rhodes, for all the work in setting up our commencement ceremony. On behalf of the members of the class of 2024, I offer all of you sincere thanks for your support and a great respect for all you do to inspire and build the futures, one student at a time. And finally, I would be remiss if I did not recognize some very important people here today. All of you, the loved ones of the class of 2024, parents, guardians, grandparents, siblings, and other family and friends. Without these important people and without the love, guidance, and support in your lives, this day would not be possible. So soon to be grads, please blow your family a kiss and give them a round of applause. So unfortunately for us, today, Dr. Dr. Paul Salah, Superintendent of Huron Valley Schools, is unable to join. Fortunately for him and his family, his son is graduating today too. He did send along his sentiments for me to share. He's addressing the graduates. He says, "Graduates, I'm incredibly proud of your achievements and congratulate you on this very special day. I know you will go on to pursue your dreams and lead our society and community well into the future. Although I couldn't be there in person today because I'm celebrating my son's high school graduation, please know that you are in my thoughts. I celebrate this wonderful occasion with you. Congratulations, graduating class of 2024. Before we hear from our academic leaders, I would like to highlight some points of pride. Back in February, I met with our PTSA group, and I was giving my principal's update, and it kind of struck me. Wow, we are winning. All of our students, all of our clubs are just killing it. So I would like to take a moment to share with you some of those wins. I'm going to start with athletics because the winning accolades for athletics isn't stopping for graduation. Just yesterday, Pierce Grisomkowski finished second in the state and broke the Lakeland record for the 800-meter run with a time of 1 minute and 52 seconds. Good job. Just yesterday, the boys varsity baseball and the girls varsity softball team brought home the MHSAA championship trophy. The girls softball team played flawlessly, beating Walled Lake Northern and Milford for the title. The baseball team showed true grit. After 8 hours and 21 innings, I didn't get that math wrong, a normal game has 9 innings. In their first game, they played 14 innings. In the 7th inning, they rallied, coming from a 5-0 deficit, sealing the win against Walled Lake Northern to advance into the finals. To say they finished strong is an understatement. Over the past 2 years, our senior athletes have earned 9 Lakes Valley Conference regular season titles, 5 Lakes Valley Conference tournament titles, 5 MHSAA district titles, 4 MHSAA regional titles, and that is a lot of winning. Moreover, these senior athletes have helped reinforce a culture of Eagle sportsmanship, one in which values teamwork, dedication, resiliency, and determination. More notably, these athletes aren't just dominating within their competitions, but also within the classroom. The class of 2024 has 3 MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award winners, Natalie Hagel, Clara Krawcheck, and Kelly Mueller. In addition, 19 teams have earned Coaches Association Academic All-State Team honors. 26 senior athletes have earned Coaches Association Individual Academic All-State honors, and we do anticipate more after the spring season wraps up. And lastly, 15 senior athletes are continuing to pursue their athletic passions at the collegiate level. These senior, we can applaud for them, that's cool. These senior athletes have shown true grit and courage. I firmly believe the values and skills they have developed within the past 4 years has established a solid foundation that will help them soar into their future endeavors. So here at Lakeland, we kind of think it's pretty fun to say, I'm with the band, because our band has the national recognition that mirrors a lot of top performers. Now, I'm not gonna say that they are like at the Swiftie level, but they're a big deal. In June of 2023, they performed at the Magic Kingdom in Disney World. For the past 3 years, they were voted first at the Gibraltar Carlson Invitational, including a sweep of all the Captain Awards. In 2023, they were the grand champion at the Lake Orion Invitational. They performed at Miguel Cabrera's final game at the Detroit Tigers home stadium. All of these performances have awarded them an invitation to the 2025 Peach Bowl. Proving that music is in their blood, the concert band has been equally successful. The Lakeland Wind Ensemble earned a superior rating, the highest possible score, at the MSBOA Band Festival. They earned over 65 Division I medals at the 2024 MSBOA District and State Solo Ensemble Festival. This year, four invitations were extended to the BSBOA Spring Honors Competition and State Honor Band, based upon their performance at the State Solo and Ensemble. We had 3 students who were invited to the MSU Spartan Youth Wind Symphony, and multiple students were selected to the EMU, Oakland U, Albion College, and Western Michigan Honors Band. And their success keeps growing. The Winter Guard and the Drumline followed in their wings with 5 first-place finishes and gold medals at the National Regionals, and 3 first-place finishes and gold medals at the state championships. Huron Valley Band Director Bob Green said it best when he said, "The 2023-2024 was a banner year for the band program. The leadership of our seniors and the passion they have for the program is a direct reflection of our success over the last 4 years. They are all a part of this incredible success in history." So we can't sing enough praises for our choir as well. When they are not serenading our students with love songs on Valentine's Day or caroling around the school during the holidays, they are competing. In the MSBMA District Choral Festival, both the Lakeland Singers and the Bell Canto Festival Choir received a top rating of 1. They were also simply amazing in the spring musical, The Descendants. Kip Mowers, TJ Warsick, and Elena Cotton, after your performances, truly Disney should be coming for you guys. So the great man theory believes that leaders are born, not made. Our Lakeland seniors defy that theory. With the help of our staff, all clubs and organizations empower students to brainstorm, organize, and facilitate projects to bring continuous improvement to our school and community. This begins with our Link Crew. Our Link Crew mentors our freshmen through their first year as an Eagle, from giving them their initial tour to checking in with them monthly for academic and social support. The Link Crew is the link that is responsible for making connections and building relationships. This year, our leadership class won a HVS Point of Pride Award for their level of community service within and outside of HVS. This year, our Holiday Hope for Kids celebrated its 50th anniversary, having given away more than $500,000 worth of toys and gifts to special needs kids all across Oakland County and the Huron Valley community. This honorable community service event is the sole work of our leadership class. Yet, I don't want to forget to mention the event that the leadership class loves the most, and that's homecoming. The leadership class organizes every activity from the spirit days to the dance. Lakeland leaders like Drew Carlson, Kelly Mueller, and Paige Blackburn note this as one of the most memorable experiences, aside from beating Milford twice this year in football. At Lakeland, you don't need to be in a class to grow as a leader. Between Joy Club, NHS, and THS, our senior leaders are constantly growing their skills by partnering with Oxbow Elementary, or our local veteran groups, or even our local senior centers. Senior Bryce Cleesby said it best when he spoke about his favorite teacher. Mr. Perry, who, by the way, recently modeled for the senior class the importance of taking risks, having courage, and stepping outside of your comfort zone. You see, this year, the senior class elected Mr. Perry to be their speaker for the senior breakfast. And if you know Mr. Perry, he's a drummer. Yet he chose to play the electric guitar and sing "There Goes My Hero" by the Foo Fighters, because as he told them, all of the seniors sitting here tonight are his hero. It was a performance that I think everyone here will never forget. I know I won't. But Bryce said, "My favorite teacher at Lakeland is Mr. Perry because he brings so much joy and enthusiasm to the classroom. He is always looking for ways to evolve his teaching style to appeal to all students and to the future of education. His passion for his work is contagious, and that has helped me to take on challenging tasks in order to push myself to the next level. Most of all, I have seen how involved and committed he is to the community, which inspired me to follow a similar path by coordinating community service projects with NHS and being actively involved in multiple nonprofits on the school board of directors. Thank you to all the Lakeland staff. You are a link that is modeling and building leaders with our students, especially these seniors." DECA is yet another club where these seniors grew their leadership skills. 18 seniors were DECA members this year. 11 of those students were in DECA for 2 or more years. Senior Kennedy Polzin was in DECA for all 4 of her years here at Lakeland. We had 13 seniors compete at the State Career Development Conference at least once, and 7 seniors qualified to attend internationals at least once. This year, 2 seniors, Nicholas Porter and Aaron Vieira, qualified as international finalists in the school-based enterprise competition. So out of 700 groups, they were in the top 20. That's pretty cool. These students practice skills that prove they can seamlessly soar into the workforce in the field of business and marketing. Speaking of employability skills, Lakeland also sends over 100 students to OSTC for hands-on learning opportunities in the career and technical fields. Here, seniors, specifically Liam Rutter and Gabriel Biskner, made the dean's list in fields like engineering, robotics, and mechatronics, and energy and electrical technologies. Coupling the OSTC experiences with our growing CTE programs at Lakeland, and I firmly believe that you are all growing leaders ready to soar to new heights. Now, none of these wins could have happened if students did not feel empowered, comfortable, and accepted within their community. And much of that culture is inspired by the DSU Club, the Diverse Students United. Seniors Sophia Moyer and Drennan White personally made it their mission to grow this club and build a culture where every student felt safe and comfortable. All of these wins were also documented by the 11 seniors who photographed and authored the 50th edition of the Lakeland Yearbook, as well as the journalism students who printed 2 editions of the Talon. Thank you guys for documenting the living history. So before we move on to top scholar speeches, I would like you all to visually see all of the senior leaders at Lakeland. So students, please stand and remain standing if you have been involved in any specialized academic program, either at Lakeland or a satellite campus, like ACE, AP classes, Grad Alliance, OSTC, or dual enrollment. Stay standing. If you are not already standing, please stand if you have been involved in any kind of school club, group, or activity. Please stand if you have been involved in our art or performing art programs. Please stand if you have been involved in any of our athletic programs here at Lakeland. As you can see, there is no doubt that we are Lakeland and we are leaders. On top of all of the extracurricular activities that these seniors do, 120 of our 251 seniors that will be graduating today earned a 3.5 GPA or higher. 50 of those 120 will be graduating summa cum laude, achieving a GPA over 4.0. I hope you can see why I'm proud to tell the PTSA how we're winning, because we are. You guys are. Now, none of this has been easy. Life isn't easy. However, one of my favorite mantras that I tell myself when I'm feeling overwhelmed is, if it was easy, anyone could do it. Senior Cameron Roshwan illustrated this best in his award-winning music video, I Need to Focus. You can check out Cameron's video on our Lakeland YouTube page. But as I close, if you take away anything from the past 4 years, please remember that mantra. If it was easy, anyone could do it. Because you seniors, you are not anyone. You are unique, you are special, you are gifted, and you are capable of doing hard things. You are eagles. Now, let's hear from some of these amazing leaders. I'm pleased to welcome to the podium the first speaker and class of 2024 Vice President Aaron Vieira to deliver the welcome address. Aaron is the face of the Lakeland Student Store. I will fondly remember him bringing our office staff leftover cookies with his purposeful stride and easy smile. In addition to serving as Vice President of Lakeland of the class of 2024, Aaron was a member of the National Honor Society and showed his true leadership in his participation with DECA. Like I said, Aaron and his partner, Nick Porter, qualified as international finalists in the school-based enterprise competition. His academic honors include graduating magna cum laude. In addition, Aaron is graduating with the State of Michigan Seal of Biliteracy. Aaron will be attending Northwood University in the fall, where he plans to major in international business. He is the son of Ruben and Tiana Vieira of Commerce Township. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Aaron Vieira.
Thank you, Ms. Held. Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank you all for being in here today in support of these amazing students. First, I would like to start off with to take a moment to thank our amazing class sponsors, Ms. Durham and Ms. Graybo.
Your guidance and support have meant the world to us, and we appreciate everything you did for us every step of the way. Your work will not go unnoticed. And to the class officers, my close friends, you've been my rock through this journey. Working alongside you has been one of the greatest experiences of my life. Thank you, boys. I also want to extend a heartfelt thank you to the administrative staff at Lakeland High School. Your dedication to our education and growth has not gone unnoticed either. We are grateful for all you've done to make our high school years so memorable and impactful. As we stand on the brink of a new chapter, I want to share a two-word message that I have and will always live by, and that is, be yourself. In a world that constantly tries to shape us into something that we are not, staying true to who we are is a powerful act. Embracing your uniqueness, following your passions, and never being afraid to be who you truly are. And that is my message for you. Please don't forget that. Next is family. Family is everything to me. To my parents who came from Cuba to give me a better life and supported me endlessly in everything I wanted to pursue. Here's a message to you in Spanish. Para mi padre, ustedes son los mejores del mundo y les agradezco por todo que han hecho por mí. Que todo han hecho por mí durante mi vida. Sin ustedes, yo no podría ser la persona que soy hoy y los amo por siempre. Y los amo a ustedes que me faltaron también allá atrás. I love you, Sareni. This message translates to, thank you for everything you have done for me throughout my life. Without you, I would not be the person I am today. I love you forever and love for the rest of my family too. And then I gave a special love to my niece. To my fellow graduates, the class of 2024, congratulations. We've worked so hard to get here. Through all the early mornings and late study nights, we made it. We're steps away from walking out of these doors to live our lives and be whoever we want to be. Let's go out into the world, live boldly, and be ourselves. This is just the beginning, and I can't wait to see the incredible things that each and every one of you will achieve. Thank you, and never forget, be yourself. Go Eagles!
Thank you, Aaron. Hey, will you do me a favor and tell your predecessor that the office staff likes cookies? Okay. All right, following tradition, the valedictorian represents the top academic student in the graduating class. Personally, I loved getting to know Hannah. She cherishes her family, both here at Lakeland and at home, and that's something that I kind of resonate and connected with her about. I'm proud to welcome to the podium valedictorian Hannah Wagner. Hannah's achievements at Lakeland include valedictorian, summa cum laude, an AP Scholar with distinction. She is a member of the National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, and Women in STEM. Further, Hannah earned the following honors: WXYZ Brightest and Best, the Science Key Award, and the Milford Huron Valley Lions Club Scholarship. Hannah will be attending University of Michigan in the fall, where she plans to major in biochemistry. Hannah is the daughter of Benjamin and Stacy Wagner of Highland. Ladies and gentlemen, pleased to introduce Hannah Wagner.
So, as valedictorian, I was given the privilege, or rather the expectation, of speaking at graduation. And I've definitely struggled with the stereotypes of this speech. I've wanted to fit a mold for somebody wise and well-spoken, but in all honesty, that's probably not what's going to happen. So instead, I'm starting off with a story. My family goes backpacking, and we often invite friends to join us, which, if you're unfamiliar with what it is, it's camping, but you carry everything in a bag, and you hike to a new campground each night. Hiking to our new site on a particular trip, our allegedly 3-mile-away site turned into about 5 hours of hiking, and questions of whether we were lost, on the right trail, or had the right mileage obviously arose. We continued hiking with suffering morale a couple more hours, but as the sun began to go down, the idea of quitting and setting up on the side of the trail for the night was voiced quite a few times. But to me and a few of my friends, we thought getting spirits up and powering through whatever was left between us and the campsite would be the most rewarding option. So we turned on some motivational Christmas music to lighten the mood, and then quickly turned it off when everyone was immediately annoyed, and continued on. Now, I want you to understand my mindset at this moment. I was determined. I didn't mind picking up the pace, working my body hard, and my motivation was pretty much unprecedented. Okay, if you're wondering where the story is going, so am I. Just hold on a minute, though. What I didn't see in my absolutely crazy motivation was the rest of the group. Tired parents, elevation sickness, that the trail was becoming increasingly harder to see and steeper, empty waters, and just the rather exhausted attitude of everyone around me. Eventually, the call was made to stop for the night, and while I would have rather kept going, I can now tell you this was the right decision. The next day, we still couldn't find our site and ended up hiking a couple extra miles and scaling side of a cliff just to get water. The moral of the story is we had needed to stop. What I learned from this experience is to slow down. Throughout high school, I lived in this motivated mindset, and while I've obviously walked away with something to show for it, I would never encourage any of you to get so caught up in a goal that you lose sight of where you are. I was too busy focusing on where I was going to look around me, to notice how tired each person was, if our goals were shared, or if everyone was even feeling okay. I want to encourage every one of you, as you're on the brink of such an amazing accomplishment, take a moment and see the people around you. Check and see if you're giving into your friendships, encourage one another in what's needed, not what's just assumed, and take a moment to truly listen. Second, as we're all about to pursue our next dreams, goals, degrees, whatever it might be, don't forget why you're doing it. If I had kept hiking, I would have been left alone to set up in the dark when what I really needed was a pause. So similarly, don't shy away from taking a break and choosing your next steps carefully. Be intentional with your placement of passion. You're not simply achieving a momentary goal. Instead, recognize the influence of each moment towards your enduring achievement. Lastly, whether you're currently working towards your goals, celebrating, planning, be aware of where this season is taking place. Pause again, this time not for the people around you, but now for you. Each of us is going through a significant amount of change. The growth that we're all experiencing right now is daunting, and as we plan our next steps, it can be so easy to only see the trail that is your entire life. But if you don't look up now, you might miss the best views. You are graduating. I know some of us are thinking, it's about time, me too, but look back at everything we've done. This is the accumulation of more than 12 years of work. From freshman year health to AP calculus, dodging backpack detentions, and maybe earning 33% on a physics final, so much has been showcased along with so much that's going unseen. As you move into the next chapters of your life, I hope you're filled with passion, that each person here chases their ambition and reaches success in whatever form it may take. But on the way, take a minute to look around. Make connections, care for your friends, be intentional, and enjoy the journey. Congratulations, Lakeland.
Thank you, Hannah. Those are very wise words. The salutatorian represents the second highest achieving academic rating in the graduating class. It is now my pleasure to welcome class of 2024 salutatorian Noah Tiernan. You ready? Noah's achievements at Lakeland include salutatorian, summa cum laude, an AP Scholar with distinction. In addition, Noah is a member of the National Honor Society. He is also a 4-year cross-country team captain, as well as a 4-year basketball team captain. He participated for 2 years on both the baseball and track and field teams. Moreover, Noah is a recipient of the Lakeland High School Top Academic Scholar Athletic Award, the Lakeland High School PTSA Scholarship, and the Athletic Booster Scholarship. Noah will be attending Western Michigan University in the fall, where he plans to complete the aviation program to become a commercial pilot. Noah is the son of Chris and Nicole Tyrion of Commerce Township. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Tyrion.
All right, well, I don't really like scripts, so we're going freestyle today. So I don't really like long speeches. I don't think many of you particularly like them either, so I'm going to try and keep this short. But first off, Drew, I know you're not making it through this without a snack, big boy. So, I know you're a lineman, but do you have hands? Too bad. That's why I quit baseball. Good catch. I guess first off, I have to start off with just a general shout out to all of my friends, family, teachers, coaches, classmates. You guys are incredible, and I would not be here without you. But more specific shout outs, first off, has to go to Drew Carlson and Bryce Cleesby. They were essentially my tutors all high school, and I think that they did a pretty good job. So thank you guys. Next up, I have to shout out Nolan and Max Thompson. If you guys want to stand up, go for it. If not, all right. So they have always enabled and actively participated in all my shenanigans throughout the years. And they've just made high school so much fun, so thank you guys. And my last shout out, I don't know if he's here today, but Mr. Joe Varellin. He has been an absolutely incredible teacher, coach, mentor, and friend for me over the past 4 years, and I would not be here without him. So massive shout out to him. So I guess the reason that I wanted to mention all these relationships is because I wish that I was not up here today. Not because I'm not honored to accept this award, but just because of what I sacrificed to get here. Generally speaking, when I was, throughout all of high school, while my friends were out having a good time, partying, being kids, generally I was in my room studying, trying to keep my grades up. And I realized that I neglected the things that matter to me most, which is my relationships with my friends. What did I get for all this time that I spent trying to get this award? I mean, I got it, and then when I did, it didn't really mean much to me. I got a speech that I didn't want. What did I do? And so, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's important to value what's really important to you, not chasing something just because other people think that you should have it. For example, Nolan, he's been my best friend since 3rd grade. He's going off to Cornell next year. I've seen him every day for 10 years, and I'm not going to see him anymore. And I just wish that instead of spending so much time chasing an award that didn't matter to me, I spent more time with him because we don't have that time anymore. And so to give you all, a moral or a lesson to the story so I can fulfill my contractual obligation, make sure that you cherish those people that you really care about, because you're not going to be around here forever, and they're not going to be around here forever. Finishing this up, because I'm trying to go home, I'm sure you all are too. I just want to say congratulations to all of the seniors who are graduating today, and I just want to wish you all the best of luck in wherever life takes you. And with all that being said, I'm going to shut up. It's been real, but I'm out. Go Eagles.
Thank you, Noah. I was very surprised to hear about some of the shenanigans when I was talking with them. I guess a yearly Nerf war game happens, so I'm going to give you guys a mission that when you come home from college that you still have that little yearly Nerf war game. So at this point, I would like to present the Lakeland Choir under the direction of Dr. Jeffrey Nelson, who will be performing the Lakeland High School Alma Mater. The Alma Mater was written in 1976 by graduate Keith Murphy and is printed on the inside back cover of your program. So please help me welcome the Lakeland High School Choir. Thank you, Mr. Nelson and the choir. And without further ado, I am pleased to welcome to the podium the final student speaker and the class of 2024 President Paul Baker. So if Aaron Vieira is the face of the student store, I would say that Paul Baker is the face of Lakeland High School. I think he attended at least half of the board meetings because he was either being honored for one of his awesome accomplishments or presenting to the board the awesome things that Lakeland was doing. So following 49 years of tradition at Lakeland High School, the senior class president addresses the senior class one last time in the class farewell. It's only fitting that Paul holds this position. Paul's achievements include top scholar, summa cum laude, and AP scholar with distinction. His involvements at Lakeland include being treasurer of the National Honor Society, a member of Link Crew, as well as captain and goalie of the hockey team, and a member of the golf and football team. Paul is a recipient of the Carls Foundation Scholarship and the Ryan Fisher Legacy Scholarship. Paul will be attending University of Michigan in the fall, where he'll be studying aerospace engineering. Paul is the son of Christopher and Michelle Baker of Highland. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Paul Baker.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to first off tell my peers your speeches, they were awesome, but dang, did you make that hard to follow. Today is the day, class. we are officially graduating. Long 13 years in the school system, and we finally made it. It is evident that the future is something that is marked with endless possibilities. However, as we look into the future, things may seem scary, maybe even terrifying. You may say, wow, this adult thing is hitting me quick, or I don't want to pay taxes or bills. And I'm sure if you ask any adult in here, neither do they. For me, it feels like just yesterday, we were in elementary school, falling off play structures and running around with the world as our playground. We were just kids that had everything ahead of us. Then out of nowhere, middle school. It was an interesting time period in our lives where we thought we were grown up, but we were far from it. Then, for a year, we spent some time in online school. And I know for one, I spent most of my time sleeping. Then, we actually got the high school experience. We made friends, found new hobbies, and we were essentially shaped into the people we are today. Now we're sitting here, cap and gown, heading on to the next step in our lives. In contrast to the past, the future is looming. And it is normal to have a fear of what is to come. What if it doesn't work out is a question a lot of us will ask. But I'm sure we have all learned that within life, failure and mistakes will occur. But on that note, I go to the 2025 Super Bowl winning head coach of the Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell, who once said something along the lines of, when we get knocked down, we're going to stand up. And it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. And on the way up, we're going to take off your other kneecap. And we're going to get up, and it's going to take 3 more shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you, and by the end, we will be the last one standing. I mean, now why did I just deliver Dan Campbell's quote in this speech? It's because within regard to these words, we must treat life in the same way. When life kicks you down, like that time I ran into a pole in 4th grade and got concussed, it is important that you get back up and bite off life's kneecaps. Life's problems will continue to arise, but getting up and never failing to challenge them is what is key. Like my friend Pierce once said, it is important to remember that mistakes don't define you. You just have to learn from them. But since I've mentioned reminiscing about my childhood throughout this speech, I want all of you to think back to the days of your childhood. What do you remember? Because if you think hard enough, you will find that as a kid, nothing seemed to be out of your limitations. As a kid, we almost had no regard to failure. It did not even seem to faze us. If you fell down and scraped your knee, someone would tell you you were okay and you'd stop crying. I feel that we need to have that approach to life as we keep going forward. Imagine if you could have a conversation right now with your younger self right now. They would most likely have a full belief in you that you are going to go and do great things in the world. So as you head into the future, find that inner child that once believed in you. Do not let life or anyone take away the ambition you once had, because as a child, you never let how occupied you were get in the way of the wonder you found in the world. So as I say, if you keep that inner child within you, the world will continue to be your playground. And as we learned from back in the day that anything is possible on the playground, class, I'm proud of each and every one of you. I know every single one of you put in work. Parents, I know we'd like to thank you. And I'd just like to thank you very much for helping you get to where you are. Mama, I'm surprised you're not crying over there. Actually, never mind, you are. Class, we did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. You guys ready? As principal of Lakeland High School, it is my honor to state publicly that I certify that each member of the class of 2024 whose name is about to be announced has met all of the graduation requirements established by the Huron Valley School Board of Education and the state of Michigan. Reading the names signifies that you have received your diploma and are a graduate of the Huron Valley Schools in Lakeland High School. Mrs. Beckett, Mrs. Miska, Mr. Perry, and Mr. Rolando will now announce the names, and the members of the School Board of Education will present the diplomas.
All right, we have it. Hannah Catherine Wegner. Noah Christopher Tiernan. Paul Frederick Baker. Aaron Vieira. Alexander Michael Keynes. Nicholas Henry Porter. Mustafa El Friji. Hajar Jafar El Janabi. Dakota Grace Arena. Hayden Sierra Audette. Elena Emilu Austin. Madison Ian Ayala. Louis Ragden Azub. Noah Earl Barber. Benjamin Riley Barkholtz. Ethan Christopher Bargy. Fisher Blue Badini. Caitlin Lillian Bessanen. Lucas Matthew Bielecki. Benjamin Michael Bishop. Paige Renee Blackburn. Emily Marie Bowl. Madison Marie Borders. Lillian Janae Bowen. Landon Douglas Briggs. Isabel Grace Bronca. Jordan James Brooke. Samantha Marie Brothers. Keely Lynn Brown. Chad Michael Berge. Gavin Douglas Bird. Aiden Paul Caldwell. Drew Nathaniel Carlson. Cooper Matthew Kavanaugh. Nevaeh K. Chambers. Patricia Marie Chappell. Bryce Lyndon Cleesby. Sean Casey Clifford. Tristan Jace Connolly. Kristen Nicole Conrad. Caitlin Joy Potter. Elena Marie Cotton. Caden Michael Thomas Corsi. Avery Eileen Crippen. Brody Garrett Cutzinger. Alexander Joseph Dar. Aloya Ray Davis. Jasmine Destiny Rain Davis. Brendan Thomas Day. Lillian Marie Day. Alec Raul Delatorre. Morg V. Delvo. Brianna Rain Daw. Ella Monique Drapp. Wyatt James Dudley. Gabrielle Marie Zick. Amira Juliette July. Matthew Andrew Eblin. Omar Escobar Mexicano. Nathan Michael Falk. Ethan Gabrielle Fancher. Yehaida Jolette Fernandez. Riley Paige Finzel. Elena Rose Faveras. Jude Flory. Holly Nicole Fons. Bella Ryan Frazier. Shane Joseph Frisch. Kaylin Grace Gackey. Jack Ryan Gulmore. Cesar Antonio Garcia Rodriguez.
Ava Kathleen Gaisley. Haley Nicole Gibson. Brecken Sean Gill. Nayeli Lisette Gonzalez Garcia. Brendan Duncan Graham. Brennan Liam Grant. Pierce Alexander Grzymkowski. Natalie K. Hagel. Skylar May Hallbrook. Shelby Quinn Hamilton. Chloe Maria Hankins. Douglas Paul Hare II. Selah Gabrielle Harvey. Caden Charles Hedger. Mackenzie Ray Hendry. Maya Niall Hassano. Olivia Ashton Hill. Timothy Daniel Hinkle.
Jocelyn Rose Hinckley. Leviticus John Howard. Jessica Christine Jameson. Logan Chase Everett Jeanette. Ryan Eugene Johnson. Kelsey Madison Joyner. Vincent Alexander Juaz. Lola Grace Coletto. Ian David Cassanow. Gianna Marie Kidder. Brendan Patrick Kornacki. Nicholas Serafim Conturiotis. Clara Ann Krozik. Edie Rebecca Leduc. Nicolette Rose Liddy. Benjamin Arthur Lilienthal. Jacob Louise Lilienthal. Gregory Jivach Lumnicki. Alexandra Lopez Acosta. Keegan Taylor Lorenz. Logan Carlin Love. Madison Sue Ludwig. Guinevere Alexandria Crone. Avery Elizabeth Keel. Sean Michael Latham. Sarah Jane Leach. Bryce Andrew Majors. Zachary David Makowitz. Trinity Elise Stanton Mann. Nicole Marie Marcelli. Molly Nicole Marino. Cameron Lee Martin. Julie Elizabeth Mash. Joshua Wilson Matthew. Noah Zachary Matthijs. Joseph Taylor McCaddy. Sienna Marie McCaddy. Victoria Lee McLaughlin. Grace Elizabeth McNutt. Brooklyn Vidalea Middlebrook. Peyton Mackenzie Morris. Cameron Marie Miller. Alyssa Marie Milan. Nadia Mia Militello. Antonino Giovanni Militello. Carter Alan James Maluski. Kip Sinclair Barton Mowers. Sophia Nancy Moyer. Kelly Ann Mueller. Jackson Thomas Murphy. McKenna Francis Musato. Caitlin Ann Nathan. Elizabeth Joy Niswander. Brock Michael Nelson.
Madison Ray Nelson. Cecilia Roman. Sarah Grace Norick. Emma Cheryl Novosel. Kira Elizabeth O'Callahan. Cadence Eileen Olenichek. Alexander Thomas Olmsted. Finley Jules Ostash. Parker Ryan Ostash. Tegan Lynn Ostash. Stephanie Rose Palian. Brendan Michael Palmer. Garrett Lockwood Stone Parker. Faith Sophia Therese Parsons. Bella Lizette Pineda Torres. And Mignac Pham. Alexis Lee Petty. Madison Bella Marie Petrillo. Cameron John Petersmark. Addison Lynn Payton. Gaia Pezzanelli. Landon Scott Poe. Kennedy Scarlett Polson. Thomas Christopher Powers. Lexi Lee Pritchard. Hope Elizabeth Przorski. Cameron Amir Rashwan. Savannah Mae Reed. Zachary Chase Rapoon. Liam Michael Reuter. Will Richard. Devin Charles Rosscamp. Jenna May Rowe. Ethan Anthony Santana. Renzo Antonio Santia. Ashley Ann Schneeman. Enzio Francisco Santia. Chelsea Lauren Shear. Kevin Schmid. Kendall Marie Schmidt. Olivia Catherine Schneider. Ava Christine Schramm. Jordan Schenberger, honorary diploma. Alexa Louise Scott. Kyler Felipe Shaw. Cameron Ray Simpson.